Good morning, Community Church, and happy Friday. I'm coming to you today from the back of our chapel. And if you'll bear with me, we're going to go on a little adventure today. Now, I'm not going to go too far. I'm going to try to hold the camera nice and steady, but we're going to step outside these chapel doors and take a look at this big, beautiful, green, and very empty front lawn. And you know what? It's empty right now, but all of us know that in just a few weeks, pumpkins are coming. Now, I say that kind of in jest, and we're going to walk back and set up the camera here, so we're not going to be moving around the whole time. Give me just a second. And so I say that kind of to be fun and to be silly, but we know that pumpkins are coming, and I'm excited about it. I hope that you are too. It's a wonderful fundraiser for our youth ministry, but it really takes the whole church to help and to be involved. And so the pumpkin patch sign-up sheet is in the narthex, and you are able to sign up. If you haven't heard yet, unloading days are Saturdays. They're September 25th, early this year, and October 16th at 8 a.m. until we're done. Usually it's between 12 and 1 o'clock. The more people, the quicker it's done, and the faster it goes, and we just appreciate that help. But I was thinking for devotion time this week, as I walked by this empty lawn, there's a lot of preparation that goes into getting ready for the pumpkin patch. You know, we have to get a permit from the city. We have pallets delivered that we put all the pumpkins on. We have to have the big red shed towed over and set up in the right place. There's a lot of setup. And I say that because I was thinking that we know that pumpkin patch is coming. We know the day, and we know all the preparation that goes into setting it up. But you know, to the average person that drives by down the road, and there are lots of people that drive by there every day. I'm not sure if you saw in the quick video clip or if you heard, because the noise out there is very loud. But lots of people drive by our church every day, and they probably have no idea that pumpkins are coming or what day, and they really have no idea what kind of preparation goes into it before that can happen. And I was thinking, how does that apply? Does it apply to our Christian life? But you guys know as Christians that we are expecting Jesus to come back. You know, he didn't just come once. He didn't just live and minister and die and then go away to heaven. The promise is that Jesus is coming back, and he's coming back for us. He's coming back for you and for me. And Scripture says no one knows the day or the hour or the time. There's a lot of, I'm sure, preparation that goes into that. A lot of things and steps that need to happen before Jesus can come back. But God knows each and every one of them. He's prepared, and he knows when it's coming. And just because we don't doesn't mean that it's not happening, and doesn't mean that we shouldn't be ready. Scripture tells us that we should be ready. We should be looking forward to that. We should be excited about that. And what does being ready mean? I think it means that we want to be right in our relationship with Jesus. We don't want to put it off until later. We don't want to say, well, I'm just going to live my life the way I want to now. And then someday, you know, I'll have time. Then I'll pay attention to Jesus and I'll spend time with him. I think that being ready means that he could come back any day, anytime. We don't know. I am not saying that Jesus is coming back in a few weeks. Pumpkins are, but Jesus, we don't know. So don't misquote me on that. But I do know that he's coming, and I do know that we should be ready. It made me think of a couple other things around here too. You know, we had a wonderful Sunday this last Sunday, celebrating with Charles and Angela, honoring them, blessing them, enjoying time with them before we sent them off to their retirement. And Charles did a wonderful devotion on Wednesday. If you missed it, I encourage you to go watch it and subscribe to his channel. I heard a rumor that he might continue to do a few devotions on his personal channel, so something to look forward to. But as they left for their retirement, it's left kind of an empty space here. And of course, we're trying to fill it, but God has the perfect plan for that role and that position. God is the one who knows the hour and the day that someone is coming. He knows all the preparation that needs to go into it. And I don't say that to mean that we don't have to do anything. We can just sit back and let God do all the work. That is not what I'm saying. Obviously, we should continue to be prayerful about who might be hired to come into that role in that position. We should be helping however we can. We should be spreading the word. If you know anybody, let the church office know. But we should not be anxious or worried about it, because God is in control. God has a plan and a purpose. I think the same thing about our preschool too. Don't forget that we still are looking for a preschool director as well. And even though our preschool this year is quiet and closed, I don't believe that it will be that way forever. God knows the day and the time and the hour that preschool is going to be back up and running. He knows the people that he has in place for it, and he knows the preparation that needs to go into it. And so the same thing, that doesn't mean we can just sit back and say, oh, God's in control, we don't have to do anything. I don't think Scripture says that. I think that, of course, we need to be active and involved, but we don't need to be anxious or worried, because God is in control and he has a plan and he has his perfect and wonderful timing. So as I sit here and mostly prepare for our pumpkin patch, because it is a big ordeal here, but we love it. It's a lot of fun. I am excited and honored that I get to run the pumpkin patch every year. I just take a look at our front lawn and I think, it looks empty right now, but we have a plan and we have a purpose for that, and we know what's going there and we know what's going to happen. God thinks the same thing about all of our plans. He has a plan and a purpose. He knows the future. He knows what's going to happen. And so even if it seems empty and dark and void right now, God is a creator God. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, it says that the earth was formless and void, and God spoke things into existence. If you are ever in a place where you think that things are formless and void, if there's something missing in your life, if there is a time of waiting for something, let me tell you, I'm getting really good at waiting. Don't pray for patience. God will give it to you. You have to wait a long time for things. But God is a creator God, and he likes to fill those empty voids. So as Christians, we should be excited and looking forward to Jesus coming back, but also all of the things that he is going to do in our lives in those empty spaces. I know that I'm looking forward to Pumpkin Patch. I'm really looking forward to the next new worship leader that we're going to have. And I'm looking forward to staying in touch with Charles and Angela and seeing the wonderful things that God is going to do in this next step of their life. I'm also looking forward to seeing our preschool open again, the right day and the right time. There's a lot of things to be prayerful about in our church right now, and I hope that you will join me in praying for those things, but also to have peace, that God is in control and he has a plan. I hope that you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. It's a long weekend. I know lots of people are going to be traveling, including myself and my family, so I hope that you have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll see you soon. God bless.